Call our meeting to order. This is a work session of the Mayor and Borough Council of the Borough of Seaside Park in the County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, held on Thursday, February 6, 2025, advertised for 7 p.m. Pursuant to the provisions of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting was properly provided by transmitting the notice of the meeting for publication in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on January 3, 2025. Notice of this meeting of the governing body also has been posted in the corridor of the municipal building and in the office of the municipal clerk. Roll call.
Councilmember Amabile.
Here.
Councilmember Condos.
Here.
Councilmember Connor.
Here.
Councilmember Kraft.
Here.
Councilmember Rotunda.
Here.
Council President Wilk.
Here.
Mayor Peterson.
Here.
Thank you.
And the first item on the work session concerns ongoing discussions with a resolution as to a Bayfront fair share agreement with Ocean County for future drainage improvements. That's listed for consideration as Resolution 2025-92 at the regular meeting. And Karen or Marty, this is ongoing work for a considerable period of time, and Pam Hilla has been front and center dealing with the county on this.
Yeah, yes, Mayor. This is for an improved drainage project, which would include piping that we like to get underneath the road before the road is paved. It would be for new storm drains, for potential to be used for pumping the water into the bay instead of having the storm water gravity feed into the bay. There'd be a micro pump installed, we believe, somewhere in the proximity of 14th Avenue, and just the time to put it in before the road is paved. So we're doing a joint venture with the county, and
this is for 14th to 12th.
correct. That's correct. Do you have anything in? Karen?
No, that covers it. Yeah, that's what Seed is sharing that.
I don't remember that.
There's
I mean,
no
you
number
said not
to
to
this.
exceed 24.5.
That's a different.
Oh, that's a different one. Oh, that's the other one, sorry, okay. That's the wrong one.
And related there too, in terms of the ongoing work with the Bayfront, we have a proposal from Remington Vernick Engineers dated February 3rd, 2025 for NJIB, that's the New Jersey I-Bank, fiscal year 2026 Clean Water SRF application for the procurement of municipal stormwater maintenance equipment, and that is for Resolution 2025-93 at the regular meeting, and you see the explanatory letter, and Marty?
Yeah, that would be for a back truck. Back truck would be used for cleaning out the storm drains, and also would be for a street sweep. There's money available. We're putting, Karen, maybe you can explain what category we put into.
So Seaside Park was put into a more disadvantaged category, which means we're eligible for up to $2 million in principal forgiveness for a multitude of different water projects, and this would be more of a clean water project. So Remington and Vernon will write the grant application so we can procure this equipment and get principal forgiveness.
They changed the rating like yearly, so next year we might not be in that disadvantaged category.
Yeah.
So we have to act on the possibility of getting this for basically right away because it ends in July.
Yeah, yep. It's a good point.
Anything else on that one?
No, that's good.
And the third item is a discussion of amendments to ordinance 2025-01, and this resolution, if considered favorably by the governing body, would then put off the hearing. We've already had advertised, or had a first reading rather, and this resolution is necessary for then a final adoption for the February 20th meeting. And those are some recommendations incorporated. This was discussed again at the planning board. And I turn over to Council
Mayor.
President Wu.
Yes, Mayor, we always take the input, of course, from the building department, always making suggestions to the mayor and council, to myself, and also to the planning board for different changes that come up. We've never had any definition for the backup generators, so it was incorporated in with the air conditioning. We also took out the language about the height not to exceed 1 foot higher than the required minimum flood height. We removed that language completely. So I think that's a nice improvement. We would like to have it as high as possible for flooding.
Are the distances
The same.
for the generator, like how many feet from the house or window openings or doors? Where is that covered?
It's not. It's not covered because of the fact that each generator manufacturer has their own specifications for the generator.
Yeah.
It's not universal. That's why it's not in there, because this is specifically for zoning. It's not for the fire code. This is specifically for zoning requirements for the Borough of Seaside Park.
Okay.
So you have to meet the zoning requirements, plus you have to meet the manufacturer's requirements for the placement of it.
So the onus is on our code department, basically, to be on top of that. To understand what those,
Zoning would look at this ordinance,
right,
and then the electrical inspector or the construction would look at the other,
We'll look at the specs.
the specs for,
For that particular, they would come out and look at your generator, I know they did mine, and honestly, the time it took them to put it in, those specifications from the manufacturer changed like almost every two, so they had to like keep going back. Then the building department will come out and look at that from that perspective, and not the perspective we're talking about now for, yeah, so.
okay, thank you.
Anything else on that item? Anything else from council for work session discussion?
You got one more.
Item D.
Oh, sorry.
Item D, come on.
Can't read. I don't have glasses. Didn't forgot glasses. Discussion of the system, the sign that is contemplated to go in place for the lightning detection system. And that came about, this was on an agenda a couple of times, and the most recent one, there were some further suggestions, and Steve looked at it as well. So we have,
So this markup incorporates the suggestions from Mr. Zaborski. It looks green in this, but it's just, that's a printer error. This is yellow, just like our seal would be yellow.
Yeah.
And the part in the middle that currently has the hours of operation, that would be like a die-cut sticker. So if the hours of operation change over the life of the sign, we can always change that. But the sign would be more permanent.
Yeah, gives us a lot of flexibility with that in the middle, to put a sticker on whatever we want to change, the
Right.
dates, the times. And then what we'd like to do is we want to meet as a group and hammer out, how long it's going to be throughout the year. We all have, and I think we all feel the same way, it should be longer, and it should be longer each day and longer in the year. So we want to hammer that out and then bring it back to the council and say, it's going to be from this period to this period and this time of day and night until, yeah. And then
We have to address the other
We
documentation
have to address
that currently relies on
protocols,
lifeguards.
right, the
on
protocols and
meetings. We have to
everything.
change that.
And then train the whole, beach control,
Right.
beach patrol,
Right.
staff, yes. So that's what our plan is, Mayor, to try to.
So this is a sign that can live through multiple iterations of whatever hours and times that the governing body decides we want to have that on.
Mhm.
Because that part would just be a sticker.
Yeah.
Right, change that in the middle. Right.
Yep.
Good idea.
And this would be every 18 spots.
18, every beach entrance.
Every beach entrance. Well, yeah. Yep.
And so if everyone is on board with that, then we can go ahead and order them, so we have them for the summer season.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I think you should.
There'll be a chance for public comment. One sec. Mr. Spatacino wants to know about size, the actual size of the sign. Do we have a dimension? Or is that the size that's on the paper?
It'd be the same size. If you look at most of our beach entrance
Yeah.
signs, they're all about like this
11 by
big, and this,
18.
yeah,
Yeah.
so.
At 18 inches?
Yeah, 11 by 18.
Yeah, it's 18 inches.
Thank you,
Same
Karen,
like
for
doing
making the
signs, where you have
adjustment.
yeah, yeah.
Anything else from council for work session items?
We're good to order these, right?
Yes.
Everybody,
Yes.
yeah.
That's good. Looks nice, we're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hearing none, we'll go into the audience. If there's any public comments on any work session items, if anyone has them, if they could give their name and address into the record. Yes, Edie?
Just a quick question. When you're talking about this, up to $2 million in forgiveness, that loan, you said a street sweeper and a back truck?
Back truck,
What's a back truck?
no, a back
Vacuum,
Oh, a
VSC.
back truck.
right, to clear out the
storm drains.
storm drains that would be owned by us.
Yeah, because I see
Not the
that
county.
the county's been doing some.
Yeah, but they do theirs and this would be like that.
And where are the signs gonna be put on?
Each beach entrance.
Okay, like on the boxes or?
No, it'd be on a pole, like
On a pole?
most of our signs are on a pole.
Okay, thanks.
Any other public comments on work session items? Yes, Chuck?
Chuck Appleby, 215 10th Avenue. Regarding the vac truck, just a recommendation. It's a very expensive piece of equipment. There's a lot of parts and things, and operation is it's very corrosive down at the bay, doing salt water and things like that. So purchasing one that's appropriate for that use, it might cost a little bit more, but it's a little better. Parking it inside, it's a long-term investment. You want to get 20 years out of it, hopefully. And you also want to make sure, my recommendation, don't let anybody use it. If another borough wants to use it, say no. We borrowed them before, we've lent them out. Just don't let anybody use it. Just have it for our use, because every year we never do our drains. And if we get new drains, we'll want to do them. And then in 3 years, 4 years, it'll be broke for 6 months. And, that goes on and on like it always has. So if we could just maintain that securely, I think it would be a good investment.
Thank you, Chuck, for bringing that up.
Thanks.
All of those items that you just brought up
Yeah.
were all discussed at I think it was last Tuesday's meeting. Well, it's a material debate. And we are planning on hopefully work out to get a building at the Public Works to house that piece of equipment.
Yeah, very good.
And I would have never, we know, hopefully, I would never like to see a piece of equipment of that nature. Anyone who knows me, everything should be put
Everything's garage
inside. So,
Polished,
I'm just saying.
taken out in good conditions.
With the one potential exception, the street sweeper with Seaside Heights, because we share with it, we both own it.
Oh, we'd like to get another one.
Yeah.
The one that they have is a different kind. It's more of, I think it's a vacuum type as opposed to a sweeper. The sweeper works better for us, whereas the vac style works better for them, is what I believe I heard.
Eric and Josh, of course, were there with us to discuss the piece of equipment. They know what we need to operate for our conditions.
And the pros and cons of each.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was all discussed.
yeah.
But I appreciate the
And there's
input.
training with Seaside
Yeah,
Heights on our
there
shared
is.
sweeper.
On our sweeper, yes. Yeah. Any other work session, comments on work session items? Yes. Tom?
Tom Joseph, 704 South Bayview Avenue. I want to say the lightning arrestor sign with the hours on it is definitely an improvement. But I just got to stand up and say, the unfortunate gentleman who was struck by lightning would not have been helped by the system, because I believe it was 7 in the evening when he was struck by lightning. And all I keep hearing is it's just paperwork, that you can't come up with a procedure that operates the system without having lifeguards on duty. I think that's crazy.
Thank you.
Any other comments on work session items? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to close the work session, take a brief moment, and then go into our regular meeting.
Motion?
Motion by Councilmember Condo,
I'll second.
second by Councilmember Connor. Roll call?
Councilmember Condos?
Yes.
Councilmember Connor?
Yes.
Councilmember Anfield?
Ray, you good to adjourn?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraft?
Yes.
Councilmember Rotunda?
Yes.
Council President Wilk?
Yes.
Thank you.